This week's Maguire's feature car is one very sharp 48 Ford pickup.
Okay, at Magoos, we've got a saying that we build nice cars for nice people, and I guess this is a pretty good example of it. It's a truck that we've just finished building for a guy by the name of Peter Richards from Taupo. This was actually Peter's original work truck when he started building many years ago. Obviously, as the company grew, he progressed through more modern vehicles, and the vehicle was in storage for quite some time until he contacted us and said, could we rebuild it for him? And it's one of those projects that grew. Initially it was just going to be a pretty plain restoration, but Peter and his wife came down to one of our open houses, got all excited, and suddenly it was let's do the roof chop, let's bring in the leather interior, and let's put the candy paint on it. So it's now really quite an exceptional 1948 Ford bonus pickup.
They're a clever bunch at Magoos, and it was Steve Howard who was given the big task of winding the clock back on 60 years worth of bumps and scrapes and re-engineering the truck for the 21st century.
Steve grafted in a Holden front end, and we put on wheelwood disc brakes front and rear. It's a 9-inch rear, and the motor is a 1996 Mustang 302 with a automatic trans, 4-speed and overdrive trans. So modern running gear, fuel injection, it's got power steering, air conditioning, really quite a modern truck to drive. I mean, whilst it's still a 1948 Ford, aside from the roof chop, Steve has scratch built a number of panels and made a number of very subtle custom changes. The running boards, for example, have got 4 things that are different to what they were originally. We've rolled the front pan. There's a scratch built wheel side with a one-piece Tonio cover, which in itself is a work of art. Then there's a rear splash apron around the back and filler panels. One of the things with the late model Ford fuel-injected motors is essentially they're not a pretty motor, and you'll see we've done quite a bit of metal fabrication, alloy shaping and custom work under the hood to improve what they look like. So it's not just your normal pickup by any measure at all.
The team wanted to do something a bit different with the leather interior, and so they did. Checks adorn the trim, while the glide seat puts you right in the firing line of a thumping great stereo install.
Yeah, Pete's delighted with the result. It's had an incredible amount of good feedback for the car, and yeah, now it's just get some cruising miles into it.